Good morning. It is day 26. I'm leaving Standing Bear Farm Hostel to start my day. I think I have 7.7 miles to the groundhog shelter. I forgot to film while I was at the hostel, but this morning I basically packed up my stuff and edited some videos. These hot days make my mood go south real fast. It's gonna be a long summer. I am having some lemon pepper tuna, and I have some salt and vinegar potato chips, just chilling here by the stream, enjoying the coolness of the rocks. That was Patriarch. He's been on the trail with me today. I've known Patriarch for about a week now. He got his name because he has 9 children and 29 grandchildren. What I like about Patriarch is that he reminds me of my Uncle Kenny who passed away. He's just very kind. He checks on me in the evening and in the morning, and he just feels special to me, like my own little trail angel.
I was expecting it to take.
Good morning. Today is day 27. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning. I slept at Groundhog Creek Shelter in my tent. Today I'm going 13 miles to Walnut Mountain Shelter, starting off the morning with a big water carry. Our next water source isn't for 7 miles, so I'm carrying 2 liters of water, which is the equivalent to about 4.5 pounds. It is so hot and sticky already. It's about 8 o'clock, no wind, and I just feel, gross, sticky. I know you can't hear it because when I switch from Spotify to video, my music goes off, but the only thing getting me up these hills right now is some AC/DC. The tent sites that I had intended staying at were full, and so I continued on down the mountain and I found a place that was flat, and so tonight will be my first night alone and away from others. I did 18.6 miles today. Good morning. It's about 7:15 on day 28. I woke up to rain, and today I need to hike about 7 miles into the town of Hot Springs, North Carolina, where I will stay at the Laughing Heart Hostel. Worst day ever.
Almost every year but last.
I think it said that when they throw it on the shelf, it doesn't matter how they throw it on the shelf, and you'll always be able to.
So, really? Actually, important news for me. I got selected for jury duty, potentially. Oh. I was like, well, I'm not doing that.
Good morning. Today is day 29, I believe. Yesterday, I spent most of the day in bed after my hike. I wasn't feeling too good, but today I'm feeling much better. I'm heading to the Hot Springs post office to mail a few things back that I don't need anymore. Good morning, happy Easter. Today is day 30 for me. I am leaving Hot Springs, North Carolina, and heading towards Erwin, Tennessee in about 5 days. I wish I had my fishing pole. I am closing out day 30 at 14.5 miles. I'm almost to my water source, and then I'm going to set up my tent and eat. Good morning. It is day 31, and I'm starting off the day with some cookies from my grandma's cookie jar. So let's ask the cookies some questions. Is it going to rain today? Am I going to get trail magic today? Am I my grandma's favorite? Hi, Grandma. I love and miss you. It is 10:04 and I'm finally getting going. It was a cold start to the morning, but we have a high of 62 today.
I don't feel good. I feel super nauseous, like I'm gonna throw up the whole time. And so I just found a spot to lay down and I'm gonna try to rest and see if I can feel better in a little bit.
My finger slipped and I booked a flight home for my birthday. It's 1:45. I took a long break and I'm ready to get back out there. The next shelter is 1.5 miles away. I'm gonna stop and get water and see if my legs will take me another 8 miles to Jerry's shelter. I just came on this trail. There were two options. There's a blue blaze bad weather trail and the white blaze trail is on an exposed ridge. And I just got to the top of it. And these views while the sun is starting to set, wow. This ridge is incredible. Guess who just hit 300 miles? Good morning. Today is my month-versary with the trail. I started on March 11th and today is April 11th. My first climb of the day is going to be up and over Big Butt Mountain. Miss Stacy McIntyre's class has been following along with my journey and she sent me over some questions and I'm going to answer those today. One question she asked is, do I feel as if it's been worth it to send myself resupply boxes periodically, or if it's easier to resupply in towns? The boxes have been convenient and inconvenient. Inconvenient in that when I first started out, I had way too much food. So by the time I got my next box, I still had plenty for my first box. And so it was inconvenient because then I had to send that box on to the next place and then it became a hassle. Convenient in that I knew what was going to be in the box and things that I liked. If I had to do over, I would probably not send myself the boxes and just rely on town resupplies, just because that way you don't have to hassle with picking up a package when you get into town. Maybe you're craving something different than what you had sent in your box. Initially, I thought I would send lots of boxes, but it cost $22.80 for a large box priority mail. And so going into town, even though sometimes things are priced a little bit higher, I think that $22 evens out with town prices, if you know what I mean. So like at home, I could buy stuff for probably pretty cheap, but then when I add on the postage, it would amount to the same as if I resupplied in town, even if the prices were a little bit higher. Also with boxes, if you're having other people send them, my friend Wildfire had asked his family to send him a box, and he had a very itemized list of what he wanted in it, and it specifically said 2 dinners. And his mom sent, I think it was like 6 or 7 freeze-dried dinners. I thought that was funny and a very mom thing to do. You know, you don't want your kid to be hungry. But he ended up passing out lots of snacks from his box because he got sent way too much food. Another thing to note with boxes, depending on where you send them, you have to be mindful of their hours. So like if you send it to a post offices on trail have, I would say, typically limited hours. Like in Hot Springs this past weekend, on Saturday, they were open from 9 to 10:30, which is a very small window. So if you didn't make it there on Saturday by 10:30, you would have had to wait for your package Sunday and then pick it up Monday, which is extra cost in town to stay at a hostel or camp or whatever it is you're doing until Monday. My mom sent me a litmus lozenge. It tastes like missing my class and my friends and family. Another question asked was, are you interested in hiking with other thru-hikers? And the answer is yes and no. Nothing against the people that I've been with, they're all great and wonderful, but my pace is so slow compared to them that I never want to seem as if I'm a nuisance or an inconvenience. Because I'm so slow, I don't want them to have to go my pace. That being said, I don't mind being alone and walking alone. I don't feel as if I get lonely on the trail, aside from like the really exciting moments where like I want to share a view with someone. Yeah, just everyone is so much faster than me pace-wise. I walk about 1.5 to 2 miles an hour. Keep in mind, I am going up and down mountains, but I would say they're closer to consistently 2 miles, 2.5 miles an hour or more. And so even though we start at the same shelter in the morning, they get to the next one way quicker than I do. Slow and steady wins the race. In the first couple of weeks, I was more apt to be walking with people because we were all pretty much going the same pace and the same amount of miles each day. Like in Georgia, we were pretty much doing 8 miles, 9 miles a day, and we're all fresh on the trail. You know, we're all sore, we're all slow, and so the social aspect was there a little bit more for me because they were closer to my pace. But yeah, now we're a little bit more spread out throughout the day. One thing that's nice about hiking by yourself is you don't feel constricted to any sort of timeline. If I want to take a break, I take a break. I don't care how long it is, how short it is. If I need to use the bathroom, I just step off and do my thing. I don't have to worry about slowing someone down. Hiking by myself means if for some reason I want to do less miles than I expected, then I can. I'm not letting anyone down. Or if I wanted to hike more miles than I was expecting, I'm not pushing anyone else to go my pace. Have the climbs gotten easier as I've gone farther? No. All the climbs are still hard. Anything with an incline is hard for me. The last question sent over was, are you going to have family visit you while on trail? I told my family not to come visit me while on trail. The reason being is I watched vlogs and read blogs of people who were kind of in a time crunch to finish the trail, and while they loved and enjoyed seeing their family and friends while out on trail, while they were with them, they were thinking about being on trail and, oh, I should be making miles, and not necessarily being present with their loved ones. And so in my mind, since I need to be done in about 5 months, I would hate for my family to spend money to come see me for maybe one day and then me not appreciate it or not be present with them. So In the beginning, before I left, I told my family not to come visit me. That being said, I've been out here 1 month, and I am going to visit them for my birthday weekend and maybe have them come out and meet me somewhere along the trail this summer. Good morning. Today is day 33. I don't really know how far I'm going to go today. There's some options at 10 miles, 13.5 miles, 15, 16, and a shelter at 20. So we're going to see how we're feeling today. It's going to be one of my hottest days, and hopefully get as close as we can to Irwin so we have a short day in tomorrow. Do you see what I see? Yay! Welcome to Tennessee. Hi, Meyer fam. There's a family up here from a past through hiker that are here to experience the trail. And so I'm gonna put you in my pocket to record any conversations we have. Lots of eyes on me. No pressure. Springer Mountain in Georgia.
Oh, you did? Is that the kind of
The main terminus.
Yeah, it's the main terminus. How far are you going?
To Maine.
Good for you.
Today's day 33 for me.
33. How many do you expect it to take?
At least 150. That would be 5 months, but it usually takes 5 to 7. So.
All by yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
Really,
I've
right?
been talking to people through the way, but yeah.
You camp with a certain group every night, or?
Usually just near water.
Yeah.
So if it happens to be by a shelter, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of shelters.
Yeah.
down there.
I'm very slow, so it's hard to keep a
Yeah.
steady family because everyone's faster than me.
What's your trail name?
North Star.
North Star. Because
Radish said that I was helpful, and then another girl, Sapling, said I had a bright smile. So
there you go.
they came up with North Star. All right. Good to see you guys. Bye. Thank you. Oh, if you want to follow along with me, I have a YouTube. It's Audrey on the AT. Oh, yeah. See you guys. Empty. Empty. Up there, that's Big Bald Mountain where I'm heading. There are so many of these white flowers that it almost looks like the ground is covered in snow. About to summit Big Bald Mountain. When I filmed earlier and those people were on the log, they were sitting right here. And now here we are. I just FaceTimed my mom to show her the top of Big Bald Mountain, and she was outside on recess duty with my kiddos, and so I got to see my students back home. My girls did a cheer for me. They said, "We are proud of you, say we are proud of you. Hey, 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 we are proud of you, say we are proud of you." It warmed my heart tremendously. Thank you, girls. I forgot my poles on top of the mountain, and now I have to walk back. Not me climbing up all this again. I set my pack down over there and about to walk up the mountain to go get to my poles. Love that for me. But at least it's not raining. All right, take 2. You see where that person is right now? That's about where I was when I realized I forgot them. All right. Let's try this again.